Hey everyone, Game Park here, and today what I thought I'd do was an unboxing of a package that I recently got from Japan, and that is a lot of multiple games for the PlayStation 1, N64, and Xbox 360. For each of these three system lots, there was one game in particular that I wanted because in each case, the price for just that one game alone was way more than what the seller was asking for the entire lot. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty then, and after having taken all the games out of the package, we have our three lots here, N64, PS1, and Xbox 360. So I figured maybe we can just start with 360 and work our way to the left, because the 360 pile was the one that originally had the one game that I was looking for. So we're just gonna go kind of in a random order. I just took them out and piled them, and we'll just see what we have. And most of the games I don't have already, but there are a couple that I do, but the bulk of it I didn't have yet. So yeah, let's start with the first game right here, which is Star Ocean: The Last Hope, Star Ocean 4. So yeah, I actually did have this version. I have the Asian version of it, both of them, the English and the Japanese, but this is the uh, Japanese version. So yeah, there's like an Asian version that has Japanese text, and then there's the Asian version which has English, and I have both of those. But this is the strictly Japanese version, which comes in a different, like standard size kind of case, but with slots for the three discs. And the Asian versions comes in a very like double size kind of like DVD case. But yeah, first game we have here is Star Ocean 4. The next one we have here is Blade Storm, which is a Koei game. I think it's kind of like Dynasty Warriors. At least that's the vibe I get, since it's from Omega Force. The disc, the manual, yeah, everything. I believe everything is also complete in box, case instructions, and game. Then we have Infinite Discovery, another game that I have the American version of, but I don't have this Japanese version. And yeah, this is pretty nice. I like the little spot there for the second disc. And this is backwards compatible, I believe. So even if you have a American or European Xbox One, Xbox Series X, then you can play these games on it, at least Infinite Discovery. Next game we have here is Street Fighter 4. So yeah, I actually don't have the very original Street Fighter 4. So I have the Ultra, I believe, or Arcade Edition, but I never had the original Street Fighter. So uh, yeah, it's good to have. I believe this one is also backwards compatible, but I'm not 100% sure. Next one we have here is Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. I think I have this one, but I might not actually. I know I have um, Raging Blast, or yeah, a couple of other Dragon Ball Z 360 games, but I might not have Burst Limit, so I'll have to check again. But it's been a while since I looked at my entire 360 collection. But yeah, here we have Burst Limit, so that's good to have. Next, we have Gundam Musou 2, or Gundam Warriors 2 for 360. Never had this game before for sure, so it's good to have. Here comes the software manual and the game. And yeah, good fun Gundam crazy action. Next we have Tales of Vesperia. I did have this one already. I have the Asian English version, and then I have the remake that was released for all the modern platforms, like Xbox One, Switch, and PS4. But I think I have that one on the Xbox One. I would like to get the Switch version. Next here we have is Trusty Bell, also known as Eternal Sonata in the West. Unfortunately, I can see that this one has a cracked case right here on the bottom. I do have the American version of this, but I really like this artwork. This is actually one of my favorite RPGs. It's just very simple. It's like a great introduction to like RPGs. Very, very fun. Great story and action and very colorful, nice graphics. Yeah, it's good to have the Japanese version. Maybe I really want to play this game again, and I will try to replace this case. I do have a lot of spare 360 cases, luckily, so I'll definitely be replacing that one. Oh, it looks like we have another game that has another cracked case, and this is Tekken 6. So I do have Tekken, I believe 7. One of those games came with like the Tekken 6 version, but I never had like the standalone Tekken 6. That other one had like a downloadable code, I believe. So yeah, good to have Tekken 6, and I do believe this one is backwards compatible, so I should be able to play it on my Xbox Series X or Xbox One. But yeah, I'll be replacing that case too. And I guess last but not least, we have the main game that I wanted, and that's Keitsui, which is a shmup by 5PB and Cave, I believe. Yeah, so Cave over here. This is a pretty not rare or like ridiculously expensive, but it is definitely one of the more pricier like 360 games, especially compared to like, you know, other games like Tekken or like Tales of Vesperia. There's a ton of those for like super cheap, but this one is, yeah, definitely a more sought after game, and I'm really glad to have it here, because I would like to get a lot of the exclusive Japanese original Xbox and Xbox 360 games. So this puts me up there a little bit, and yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes out for more shoot 'em ups for the 360 and other Japanese exclusives. But yeah, that's actually the pile for the 360. Really nice. Like I said, I don't think I have most of those, so it's good to always have new games. So I'm just gonna put this over here to the side, and then we can jump into the PS1. First game we have here is Popolocroy. I believe that's how you spell it. Popolocrois. Oh, Popolocrois Monogatari. So that's really nice. It's I believe this is an RPG series. I don't know if I actually have any of the games. I know they were some of them were localized for the West, but I believe this is definitely the first one. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to come with a manual, but that's alright. I mean, this wasn't really the main reason that I got this lot, but it's good to have, and I really like the art style in this game. Just super detailed. I mean, at least in the first screenshot right there, and it looks pretty fun. So I wonder if there's a fan translation of this one, or if it was released in the West in some capacity. So I'll definitely look into it. But yeah, it's very like storybook kind of style. So yeah, this looks awesome, and I never had this before, so I'm really glad to have it. So that's Popolocrois. Then here we have Popolo Q. I'm sorry. Oh, Poporogue. Poporogue, right? Yeah. So if you say here, Poporogu, right? Popologue. Nice. And look at that amazing artwork here. I mean, just these two games, they just look so nice. I really appreciate nice artwork like that. But yeah, let's see. This one does, yeah, have the manual in it. And we have the disc right here with a lot of the characters all around. Full color on the disc, which is awesome. I always appreciate full color. And just look at this instruction manual. Oh my goodness, like, oh man, I really miss like full color instruction manuals like this with so much detail, all the characters, a little bit of the story, how to play. It just looks so fun. Like, it makes you want to play just from, you know, skimming through the manual like this. And here we have a little ad for other Sony games, just a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to get too deep into one game in particular, but it's just really nice to have all this kind of stuff here. So that's Popo Rogue. Put this to the side. Here we have a game that's very basic, Minano Golf or Hot Shots Golf. for the PS1. Yeah, this one's super common. I do think I have probably like 7 copies of this game, and it's like a 50-cent game in Japan. It's like super common, but yeah, it's just part of the lot, whatever. But I did notice that this dude is wearing a hat. Finally, this notice that it says Camelot, so I'm assuming that's Camelot that made the Mario Tennis and Mario Golf games for the Game Boy Color, which I wasn't aware actually. I'm just noticing that now, so that's really interesting. Now I gotta look into it. All right, and then here we have Koneko mo Isho. Yeah, it's one of these Japanese exclusive games with their mascot cat. Here is the inside, a very nice drawing. I do think I have this one from a different lot, and I think it uses like the pocket station. Yeah, different little things you can do. I don't know if it's exclusive to like use things for the pocket station, but I never actually popped it in. But I do have maybe like 3 or 4 copies of this game, so it's one of those like really common games. Next, we have the main one that I really, really wanted, made me jump into all of this, and it's Burger 2 Hamburger Simulation for the PS1. I have the first Burger, and these games are actually pretty pricey, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of like a burger like management type of game, but I guess you can use the pocket station with it, and then you just have to do all sorts of little fun things in the game. Here's the inside. Comes with the disc, of course. I believe there's a different version of it that has like full color on it, but I didn't mind either way. The game is pretty expensive, I think. And yeah, here's some things from the game. I think you have to put it together, or choose the menu. Yeah, do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is definitely the main PlayStation 1 game that I wanted from this slot, but there was those other Popolo Croy games that were included, so I'm glad to have it, but at least I'm glad that we have Burger 2. Then we have Puyo Puyo Sun. It's a Puyo Puyo Sun Expert. Really fun game. I don't think I actually have this game in particular. I have a couple of Puyo Puyo games for the N64, and I believe the not the Dreamcast, but yeah, definitely N64 and Super Famicom. But I don't know if I had this Puyo Puyo Sun for the PS1, and it's really trippy to see a PlayStation 1 game that says developed by compiled, but it says here Sega Corporation because Sega owns the rights to Puyo Puyo. So yeah, it's just wild to see Sega being mentioned on a former competitor's console like that in an official capacity. But yeah, really cool. Here we have the instruction manual. Oh, really nice artwork inside. Yeah, I definitely have this game for the N64. I played it a decent amount. It's really fun, really silly. I really like it, but just your standard affair. Puyo Puyo goodness, as you can tell, Puyo Puyo goodness, and yeah, it's all in there. So really happy to have that one. Next, we have here Power Stakes by Quest, or is that Square? Yeah, that's Square. Just your very common Japanese like horse racing, like betting game, I guess. Yeah, I'm really not too familiar with these, but these are really common, and they're just. I wish I could get into them if my reading abilities in Japanese were a little better, but yeah, it's whatever. It's just part of it. And then here we have a World Stadium EX baseball game for the PlayStation. I'm sure I have a copy of this in some other former lot that I got a long time ago, but yeah, at least I like the icons or the logos for each of the teams here. Yeah, they're definitely real teams like the Dai Hawks and Hanshin Tigers, which had like some special edition N64. I mean GameCube editions for those teams. and Diet N64, but yeah, they are some real teams. But whatever, I don't really see myself playing this game, to be honest. But in any case, those are the PlayStation 1 games right there. So good to have. I'm gonna go ahead and put actually Burger on the top because I want to highlight the game that made me want to get the whole lot in the first place. And last but not least, we're gonna have our N64 pile over here. And here we have Mario Tennis. I technically already have this one, but yeah, I mean, Mario Tennis is a fun game. I might actually sell it, to be honest, because I don't really need 2 copies. But just like the other multiples, it's just a matter of time of when I'll get around to actually selling them. But at least this one has a really nice little sticker there on the side. Probably some kid put that there. Put that to the side. Then we have Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, I had this one before, but never the Japanese version. I do have the Korean version, which is exactly like the US version, but it's nice to see a different kind of art cover for the Japanese version of Diddy Kong Racing. Here we have Super Bowling. So yeah, this is the game that I wanted to get because this was released in the West, but it's actually one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive N64 game, just because it was released so late into the system's lifespan, and the Japanese version is still significantly cheaper, but it's still, like definitely more than say like, Mario Tennis or Diddy Kong Racing. This one is a little more, a little pricier, so I wanted to definitely have some official version of this very, very rare game for the N64, Super Bowling. Here we have Mario Kart. Always good to have Mario Kart. I have the American version, but never the Japanese version. So, yeah, good to have that. Great game. Here we have Pokemon Stadium 2, which I believe is this the Pokemon Stadium 1 here in the US? Because I believe it is. And I do think I already have this version. I actually don't think I have the original Pokemon Stadium 1 Japanese version, which only has like 59 Pokemon in it or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty wild. And here we have Pokemon Snap. Again, I already had this one, but not the Japanese version. And I'm glad that nobody wrote their name on there, because yeah, feels weird to own something that somebody had their name on. But I'm glad to have Pokemon Snap Japanese version here. And then we have Mario Party 3. I never even had this in any capacity, so I'm glad to have Mario Party 3 for the N64. Always fun, always good to have some Mario Party games there. And yeah, with that being said, that is the last one. Let me go ahead and just spread these out throughout the table so we can see all the really, really cool stuff that we have. I'm really glad that I stumbled upon that particular seller on eBay, and I was able to get some really nice games that I really like, especially for those rarer games or more expensive games like Burger here. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this unboxing. But yeah, that's just a bunch of games all over the place. I'm really glad I was able to come across that seller, and I was able to get some games that I've had my eye on for quite some time now. So part of the collection, always good. And yeah, let me know if you've ever picked up, import lots like this, just a whole bunch of games all in one. Are you familiar with import gaming? I mean, it's a very common thing among retro collectors, so I can't imagine anybody having difficulty, just buying some import games online. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, leave a like if you enjoy this type of content, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.